A very good morning to all my dear students and welcome back to the 5th class of the online session 2020-2021. So yesterday, what did we cover up? We have studied about the applications of pressure. We have also studied about, the pressure exerted by gases. Today, we are going to start with the pressure exerted by liquids. Okay, so let us see how liquids they exert pressure. And let us see from our day-to-day life that whether we also experience those kind of pressure or not. Okay, so let me start with pressure exerted by liquids. So when I deal with this pressure exerted by liquids, let me show you one thing. Okay, supposing I take a container like this, having water inside, and I make holes at exactly the same level. Once I make holes at exactly the same level, what happens? We will find the water will come out of the hole like this. With the same amount of force, it is going to come out of those holes which are made at the same level. On the other hand, if I draw one more diagram like this, and here I am making 4 holes but at the sides. This container also contains water. How is the water going to come out of the holes? Like this. So what conclusion can you draw from here? What conclusion, what can you state about this diagram and this diagram? This is diagram A, this is diagram B. In the first case, you can say that at a particular level, at the same level, the pressure exerted by the liquid remains same. That is why all the water which is coming out from the holes at the exactly same level, they are coming up with the same force. Look at diagram B. Over here, we have placed the holes vertically. As a result, we can see that the maximum amount of force, that is the water or the liquid, is coming out from the lowermost hole. So we can say with depth, as you go deeper and deeper inside the water or the liquid, with depth, the pressure of the liquid also increases. That is why you must have seen that deep sea divers, they just don't dive into the oceans or the seas without any precautions, They always wear diving suit. They wear diving suit and then they dive inside the ocean or the seas, because you can imagine the amount of water inside the ocean and the seas, it's tremendous. As a result, as they go deeper and deeper inside, the pressure also becomes so high that it can even crush them. As a result, they always wear special diving suits. Deep sea divers, they wear special diving suits and then only they, get into the water. The reason is, as you go deeper and deeper inside, the pressure of the liquid also increases. Okay, so these are the two things which shows that there is pressure exerted by liquids. Another common example you must have seen from leaking, pipes. Water comes out just like fountain. The reason is same. Why? That means the water exerts pressure at the sides also. Let me see. So we have a container like this containing water, and we attach a rubber sheet. Will the rubber sheet or the balloon will remain like this once there is water inside the container? No, it will not be like this. This will bulge out. What does this show? That liquids exert pressure at the walls of the container also. Is that clear? So this is one example to show that the leaking, pipes, the water comes out of the leaking pipes just like a fountain. The reason is because water or liquids, they exert pressure even at the walls of the container. Got it? So these are some demonstration. Let's see. Another one. These are some practical, demonstrations. Practically, if you try them, this is what is going to happen. Okay. Another one is, supposing I take a tube like this and I cover it with this particular side, I cover it with a rubber sheet. So once I cover the lower end of the sheet, and now I am going to put water. So this sheet will bulge out a little bit. I take another one which is little bit, longer. And again I put water inside and I'll find the sheet will bulge out more. Another one I take which is more, longer, and the sheet will bulge out more. What does this show? That as the amount of water is also increasing, or the amount of liquid is also increasing, what is happening? The pressure is also increasing. As a result, these balloons or these rubber sheet, they are bulging out more and more. As the amount of water is more, this is also bulging out more. Okay, so these are some practical, demonstrations which to show that, liquids or water even exerts pressure on the walls. At the same level, the pressure exerted remains the same. If you go deeper and deeper inside the liquid or the water, the pressure also increases. Okay, so these are certain things based on pressure exerted by liquids. I have already provided it in my study material. You can go through it. Even the diagrams are also given. Okay, or you can even go through your NCERT book. Okay, you can download it. Again and again I am telling you, you can download it. You can study from there also. Is that clear? Next topic is, we have the last topic, that is atmospheric pressure. So what is atmospheric pressure? Now little bit, just little bit we have already studied yesterday, pressure exerted by gases. So somewhat little bit related to that. This time we are talking about atmospheric pressure. What is atmosphere? Before we study about this, we all know what is atmosphere. If this is the earth, we know earth is covered by a blanket of air which is known as the atmosphere. Isn't it? All of us, we know the definition of atmosphere. The blanket of air that is surrounding the earth. We call it atmosphere. And there are different layers of the atmosphere. Isn't it? We have troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, mesosphere, exosphere, and so on. Anyway, so what is this atmosphere? Is actually what? Air. So when we are talking about the atmosphere, there are lots of air molecules which are present in the atmosphere, and there is even gravitational pull, isn't it? So gravitational pull of the earth is pulling everything towards itself in the downward direction. So you must have noticed that if you go to higher altitude, mountainous places and all, it becomes difficult for us to breathe because the amount of air is less. It becomes lesser. It becomes thinner. The atmosphere becomes thinner. That is why the pressure of air also becomes very less. Okay, so the pressure of air becomes less as you go to higher altitude. Altitude means height, to mountainous places and all. So even, people, those who climb high mountains like Mount Everest and all, they carry oxygen cylinders along with them. Otherwise, they face severe problems. Now, why do they face severe problem? I'll come back to that. Okay, so before that, atmosphere is the amount of air. the blanket of air that is surrounding the earth. And this air is constantly exerting pressure on us because the molecules of the air, it is constantly, bombarding or colliding with the walls or the surface or every object which is present on the surface of the earth. And you will find that towards the sea level, near the sea level, the atmospheric pressure is normal and it is quite high. But as you go to upper level, higher altitude, the atmospheric pressure starts becoming lesser and lesser. It becomes thin. Okay, so that is why we have to carry oxygen cylinders and all if you go to very high altitude. So that is one case. So you can define the atmospheric pressure or air pressure as what? The pressure exerted by air, or you can say the pressure exerted by air or on unit area, or the weight of the air column on unit area. That is, you can say the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so you can go through the definition of that. Now a very important question comes, that is, why are we not crushed? When there is so much of air pressure, why aren't we getting crushed? We have another pressure inside our body, that is the blood pressure, isn't it? So the blood is also exerting pressure, and outside there is atmospheric pressure. As a result, both of them are becoming same. The magnitude must be becoming same. That is why we don't feel much pressure, okay, when we are here somewhere in sea level. But if you start going to higher altitude, you will feel the pressure difference. There may be nose bleeding, there may be vomiting tendency, all these problems. Because of the pressure difference, this happens. Alright. So these are certain things based on atmospheric pressure. Now a very common example, some applications on atmospheric pressure. What application we have? Have you all seen a rubber sucker? Those vacuums which are used, on tabletops and all, glasses and all are fitted on tabletops with the help of those rubber sucker vacuum. What happens to these rubber sucker? Okay, supposing you have a rubber sucker like this. You have already placed on the glass top. So you can imagine that when you are placing it on the glass top, you are removing all the air which is present inside. As a result, inside the air, there is almost no air pressure or negligible air pressure. It's vacuum means there is no air. But outside, there is air. So air is constantly applying pressure on this rubber sucker. As a result, it becomes very difficult for us to pull it out. Once you have fixed it on the tabletop, it will be very difficult for you to pull it out. This is the reason. Air is exerting pressure. Outside the pressure is more. Air pressure is more. So it becomes difficult for us to pull it out of the glass top. So this is one application based on atmospheric pressure. Got it? There is an experiment, which was already performed, which is known as Magdeburg experiment. What is this Magdeburg experiment? Magdeburg experiment, this person had conducted an experiment consisting of two, a sphere, okay, which was cut. So you have the half part, half, and inside it is hollow, and the air was totally sucked out of it. So inside this sphere became like this. There is no air inside, and they had fitted, team of horses on both sides, this side and this side. They were horses, and around 8 or I think 14 horses on each side. They couldn't pull these two things apart. So you can understand from this experiment that the atmospheric pressure is so high. There is tremendous amount of air pressure acting. As a result, it was not possible to, separate both of them. So this is the Magdeburg experiment. This experiment also I have mentioned in my study material. You all can go through it. Okay, one more example of atmospheric pressure. We all, suck, juice. Supposing you have this, you have a glass consisting of juice, a liquid, and you have a straw. What do? You suck out the liquid. You take it into your mouth. How do you do that? When you are sucking out, what are you actually doing? You are taking out the air from here. All the air you are taking out from the straw, and inside there is a lot of space because there is no more air. And the atmospheric pressure is actually pushing the liquid inside, and this is getting inside your mouth. So this is another application of atmospheric pressure. So like this you have many examples you can set forward for atmospheric pressure. So go through it and read, and I have seen you all are solving your worksheets. That is very good. You are submitting it. Please do it on time. That is the thing, don't submit all of them together. One by one, if you are doing it, is good for you. So with this, I have covered up all the topics of the chapter. Please read the chapter thoroughly. Okay, this is a request, and practice more and more. Go through the question answers. Till now, you must have done 4 each worksheet had 4 questions approximately. So 4 into 5 days, almost 20 question answers. Different patterns we have done: MCQ, fill in the blanks, question answers, numericals. So go through all of them. And once more, I am just doing the recap of the whole chapter that we have studied. We have started from forces. What is force? Okay, the SI unit of force, the CGS unit of force, the relation between SI unit and CGS unit. What is 1 Newton? Okay, then we came to interaction among forces. Then how to, what to do when the forces are acting in the same direction, when the forces are acting in opposite direction. Then we have pressure. What is pressure? What is the unit of pressure? All these things. Numericals. Practice numericals on pressure. Then we have atmospheric pressure. We have pressure exerted by liquids and gases. Okay, so these are the topics we have already covered. We have come to the end of the chapter. So read the chapter thoroughly. Okay, it's a very easy chapter, and build your concepts. So with that, I finish this class. Okay, and have a good day. Thank you.